What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. All right, so before I get into this video, shout out to the brother Magnetic Discovery for the $10 donation via the PayPal. He has a question and an observation in question. He says, so the newest argument from Bron fans is that he has to be at the very minimum the second greatest winner in modern era because he has 4 final MVPs. So I guess that means because Jordan has 6, that has to put LeBron second. Finals record don't matter unless amount of final MVPs. Finals record don't matter. Only amount of final MVPs matter. You don't let someone win Finals MVP over you on your own team, as did Kareem, Magic, Kobe, Curry, Shaq, or Duncan. They say historic numbers and final MVPs don't lie, and this is how you measure greatness. Championships don't count unless you win Finals MVP. Do I have any thoughts on this one? Yeah, of course. I have a lot of thoughts on this one. First of all, that's just like them to think of something that's not a broad brush, objective, and fair a standard that doesn't obviously favor their favorite player by far. And that's what they do. They always move the goalposts so that it only favors their guy. So now they're trying to say that historic numbers and finals MVPs count. So if you put up 24 points a game in a series, but because the voters consider that the second best performance on the team, then now your championship doesn't matter. Well, then how the fuck do you think that guy won those championships? He didn't win those. See, this is how the LeBron fans think. They don't care about the team concept. They don't. Never mind that the other players helped LeBron James get that title. See, that's how it works with them. See, but see, they're just like their leader. They're just like their boss king, their boy king, or should I say fake king. See, when they lose, it's a team. When they lose, it's the other players out there. When he wins, he wants his respect. So let me just get my thoughts on this. So, okay. So now you're saying that only the finals MVPs matter with championships. And since LeBron James won finals MVP every year, that he won a title, so those championships mean more than Steph Curry, who only won finals MVP once. Now, I think most of us agree that Steph really should have 2 finals MVPs, right? He really should have 2 finals MVPs. The one year that they gave it to Andre Iguodala, that was a robbery from Curry, and we all know that. And you could argue even one of those years that Kevin Durant won it, you can make an argument Curry could have gotten it too. Okay, but whatever. That's neither here nor there, right? So if these are the new rules, right, then I don't want to hear LeBron James fans brag and boast about LeBron's performances in finals when he lost, because it doesn't matter. For instance, those 2015 finals. Oh, he averaged, 38 points a game, and he was a one-man wrecking crew, and who cares? He didn't win a championship. I don't care about his performances in 2017 and 2018 because they lost. Nobody cares about that 2007 finals run because guess what? He lost. It doesn't matter. I mean, if these are the new rules, then those championships, that finals run doesn't matter because only championships matter. And also, let's be fair about something too. In 2020, LeBron James actively and obviously, matter of fact, his actions cost the Lakers a win in that series. Uh, a series that is supposed to sweep Miami in 2020. LeBron James took that Finals MVP from Anthony Davis. I mean, because if the Western Conference Finals award was a thing back then, 2020, then AD would have won it when they beat the Nuggets, right? Because didn't he hit a 3-pointer at the buzzer to eliminate them? Remember that? Anthony Davis would have won it that year. And Anthony Davis should have won Finals MVP if somebody wasn't stat padding. So these things are prone to, you know what I'm saying, some wiggle room because the other situations, those players weren't out there actively trying to win awards. They're out there winning championships. And who happened to play the best in that series? Well, they won the award. They won the Finals MVP. One year, Joe Dumars won Finals MVP when he was with the Pistons. Well, he only played with the Pistons. And the next year, Isaiah Thomas won it, right? Now, I'm pretty sure Isaiah Thomas's competitive spirit was a little bit of reason why he wanted to go out there and make sure he played well against Portland, being that he was the team leader. But nobody ever single-handedly goes out there and is concerned about individual awards like this guy on the right. Jordan was only caring about championships. He only cared about titles. Now, he won Finals MVP because clearly he was the best player on the team. He was the most impactful player on the team. By far. By far. Now, if we're going to use this new measurement, right, then this also cuts down and makes my point about Bill Russell. Because Bill Russell won 11 titles, but quite honestly, Bill Russell probably would have won Finals MVP only 5 or 6 times. A few of those times, I know 2 of those championships, John Havlicek would have won, right? One of them, I think Sam Jones would have won. A couple of them, I think, would have gone to Bob Cousy. So about half the times, only half the time, in those championship runs was Bill Russell their best player. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar probably should have won Finals MVP in 1980. He was on his way to winning it in 1980, had he not gotten hurt. So that has an asterisk by it. And then we're talking about Magic Johnson. You know what I'm saying? Magic Johnson is in the conversation, had he not gotten sick, if he was able to play another 4 or 5 years for greatest player of all time. So it's not like Kareem was losing that award to some schmucks. You know what I'm saying? Like LeBron literally was getting outplayed by guys like JJ Barea. So, you know, what are we talking about here? I mean, LeBron in 2011, not only was he not the best player out in the NBA Finals, I don't know if he was even. Honestly, I think he was at best the third best player on the Miami Heat in that Finals. Whereas Michael Jordan was always the best player on the Chicago Bulls. And what Steph Curry did in 2022 on a team that I think nobody would call a super team, the way that he was playing against one of the great defenses in modern era, that 2022 Celtic defense under Ime Udoka was stifling. And we saw that by what they did to Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant. But what Steph Curry was able to do was breathtaking. LeBron James, historically, against great defenses. And I know that's not what the video is about, but I just got to make this point again. Historically, against great defenses, has been somewhat stifled. So anyway, this is just another attempt by his fan base to just make up some weird category to put LeBron James up, but nobody's buying the Kool-Aid, man. Championships are championships. Okay. Nobody really remembers, oh well, Robert Ory never won finals MVP. Okay. I mean, we know it, but nobody cares. He still is a 7-time NBA champion. And that's damn impressive. If there was a role player Hall of Fame, he's the first one being inducted. But anyway, that's all I got to say about it. Tell me what you guys think.